Hello, I'm Lucy Jennings from the Creativity Patch. Come along with me and let's do some happy weaving. And now we're ready to weave the sunset colors in. I'm getting smarter all the time. Now I am going to cut the fabric strips at an angle at the same time. Both ends at the same time. I'm going to start down here and fill it in and just keep going up until I reach the top of the mountain. This time, just for fun, I'm going to trim it down even more. That's what I get for being so smart. I want this one to be a little bit more of a length of a taper. So I'm going to lay it in this way, and then I'm going to go ahead right now and weave it back through with a tapered end. And I'll even let that hang down a little, I think. I'll take my fabric strip and just start weaving back. And it's going to weave right in along that same row I just wove because we're splicing them together. Sort of. It's sort of a splice and sort of an overlap. I just thought it'd make a nice effect with the sunsetty look that I want. Now I'm looking here to see where I should turn my fabric strip. This one turned and it kind of lines up with this blue turn here. And this one I can turn here and it will line up with this one. But I think it's going to take a couple of rows because this fabric strip is thinner than the one I was weaving with the blue. Remember, it got real fat. I liked that effect. But now I have to remember that they're not the same width. So I think I'll do two times. I'm going to go around the same warp thread. I'm going to turn on the same warp thread. This time and then the second time. This time I'm going to go to the next warp thread. And like I say, there's no big rules. Just feel it as you go and just know that especially when the weft thread that you're working with is skinnier than the ones that it's matching up with, it might take a couple of rows to match up with the same slope. And what's fun about fabric strips is that you can just like kind of smush them out so that they are the width you want. For example, if I wanted to leave this width, I could. Not a bad idea. And I'm noticing right here that I'm getting a real dip. So I'm going to do, just for fun, because I want that atmospheric look, is just go around, twist around this warp thread once. Now I'll hop around this guy and go back, see what happened. If I don't like it, I can just take it out. And I do like the way that all fit in there. So I'll just go and return to the left. And keep on weaving. Oops. That's the alert. You're running out of warp thread. That's the alert. You're running out of fabric strips. That's the alert. you're running out of fabric strip. So time to splice in a new color. And I could be planning out exactly which fabric strips I want to be choosing, but I think I'm going to make it be just like a sunset really is. You don't really know what you're going to get. You just watch and see what happens as the sun goes down and the sky changes. And I'm just going to leave this alone for a while, and I'm going to fill it in over here now till they meet up together at the top of the mountain. I want kind of a long taper because I'm going to be filling in that space. I'm going to let it hang down about 1 inch there. Do my next row. Now I'm going to take this tapered end that was hanging down, and I'm going to make it go into the same row that I just wove. So it's going along the same way that the one I've just wove going this way, kind of splicing them together again. I don't like the way it's got too much of a loop there. There, that's better. I like that better. Okay, then let that hang down. And just back to weaving away here. And now I've built this shape up kind of high, but I don't care. I'm going to leave it that way because it's sort of the way it might make it look a little like the clouds are swirling around. We shall see. Remember at the start of this whole project when I was tearing out the fabric strips? And on each edge of each fabric strip, it kind of tore out a little bit too wide or a little bit too skinny, and I tossed them into another pile. Well, now it's time to utilize those really different variations in width. The first fabric strip I'm going to use starts out really wide and then it goes really skinny. I've tapered off the wide end, and now I'm tapering off the skinnier end. I'll start this new row a couple of inches in from the left side, overlapping the row underneath it. Now I'm going to use the other fabric strip that was quite a bit more skinny. Let's see what happens. Now I want to keep up the swirly look of the sky. I'm just going to go to this part of the warp and I'm going to return. I want to build things up a little bit. Remember, I'm doing all this little turning back and forth because I want more of a swirly look. Even though the fabric is printed with different like splotches of color, I still think it's nice to have that undulating look of the way the fabric strips are actually woven. Kind of makes me feel more like that's the way the sky looks at a sunset. Maybe I'm just trying to be like Van Gogh or something. The next step is take it off the loom and tie it to the cactus branch. We'll see you there. If you'd like to learn more about weaving, subscribe to my channel. And be sure to check out my website, The Creativity Patch. There's lots more things to learn there, and I've got some really fun weaving kits. See you there, and happy weaving!